Good evening and welcome to the Fake News. I'm Larry Fayk. The UK became the first Western country to begin a mass effort to inoculate its citizens against the coronavirus. How did they beat the US to the finish line? After learning of President Trump's Operation Warp Speed, Prime Minister Boris Johnson decided to change the name of his rollout plan.
For light speed.
No, light speed is too slow.
Light speed too slow?
Yes, we're gonna have to go right to ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed.
NASA has announced that a woman will walk on the moon in 2024. 18 astronauts, including 9 women, will begin training for the Artemis program. How will they choose which woman will be first to walk on the moon? They will compete against one another in an old-fashioned bake-off. An Oregon public school district has had a policy in place since 2015 allowing transgender students to use bathrooms and locker rooms that correspond to their gender identity. This week, the Supreme Court rejected an attempt to overturn this policy. Can't these school administrators and lawmakers see that the solution to this problem is simple? Let each transgender student choose which bathroom they are more comfortable with, and then force them to use the other one. In foreign news, die NASA angekündigt, dass eine Frau 2022 auf den Mond gehen wird. 8 Astronauten, darunter 9 Frauen, beginnt mit dem Training für das Artemis-Programm. Welche Frau wird die erste sein, die auf den Mond geht? Sie werden gegeneinander antreten. Brazilian boxer Vivian Obanoff has been arrested in Switzerland in connection with the death of her husband. Obanoff, 34, was arrested by Swiss police last week after being named the prime suspect in the brutal beating death of her 61-year-old husband, Thomas. When the arresting officer asked her if she knew anyone capable of such a violent crime, she said, no. And then she punched him in the face and ran away. President Trump has called into question the reliability of voting machines, claiming they are rigged. Wouldn't it be ironic if they actually did count extra votes for Biden and the president wasn't lying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 20,000 times. Reminds me of a certain shepherd boy who wanted attention, so he ran into the town crying wolf, and then for 4 years continued to cry wolf an average of 13.7 times a day. Finally, one of the townspeople spoke up and said, "Wait a minute here. I think this young spray-tanned shepherd boy is a liar." For the latest on the presidential election, we go to our Washington correspondent, Neil Jennings. Neil? Don't count the Biden vote. Don't count the Biden vote. Hey, look at his camera. Let's steal it. Where's Neil? Oh, that guy in the fancy suit? They're stomping him. Oh no. Should I call the police? No, they're almost done. Why are they stomping him? 'Cause he's wearing a mask. Ooh. Not no more. Ooh. Almost done. Ooh. Yep, they're done now. I'll tell you the latest on the election. Trump won. Well, not officially. What about Neil Jennings? Is he okay? He's fine. Hey, put his mask back on him. Look, if you don't count the Biden votes, Trump won. By a lot. Look, they need to give this election to Trump. Why? Because let me ask you this. Who would win in a fight? Biden or Trump? Trump would kick his ass. How about this? Who would win? Stone Cold Steve Austin or Trump? Trump would kick his ass. Okay, let me ask you this. Who would win? Trump or Godzilla? All right, I know. Godzilla's 300 foot tall and can breathe fire. But Trump would kick his ass. Okay, let me ask you this. Who would win? Trump or Superman? It's a trick question. Trump and Superman. Don't count the Biden votes. Stop the steal. Hey, that rhymes. Stop the steal. Stop the steal. The Dow Jones and the S&P 500 finished mixed this week, but still very high, fueled by promising COVID vaccine news. Meanwhile, new cases of COVID and COVID deaths are also at record highs. If these graphs are somehow related, I'm going to be rich after all the holiday parties. In entertainment news, Olivia Jade Giannulli is opening up about the college admissions scandal that landed her parents in prison. The beauty influencer appeared on a new episode of Red Table Talk to publicly share her experience. She was falsely portrayed as a member of the rowing crew. Ironically, her father, designer Massimo Giannulli, is participating in the prison rowing team. Sorry, that's the prison sculling team. I think they're the same thing. Finally tonight, in local news, Tom's leaves keep blowing in everyone else's yard. I wish he would just cut that tree down. For FNN, I'm Larry Fayk. Tune in next week for another edition of the Fake News. Good night, and may all your news be fake.